Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel MDV EduHub. So this is the fifth video lecture on some basic concept of chemistry. In this video we'll be discussing the concentration of the solution, and under concentration of solution we'll see mass percentage and mole fraction in this video, and molarity and molality in the next video. So without any further delay, let's get started. Concentration of solution. First, let's see what is concentration of a solution. The concentration of a solution is the quantity of the solute present in a given amount of a solution. Okay, solution or solvent. Now, what is solute and what is solvent? The substance which is present in less amount is solute, and the substance which is present in higher amount, or the substance in which we dissolve the solute, is called solvent. Okay, and what is solution? Solute plus solvent makes solution. Okay, so we can calculate the concentration of a solution in the following four ways, that is mass percentage, mole fraction, molarity and molality. We'll discuss mass percentage and mole fraction in this video. Molarity and molality will be discussed in the next video lecture. Now let's see what is mass percentage. So mass percentage is the ratio of the mass of solute to the mass of solution. Okay, so also how can we calculate it? It can be calculated as mass of solute divided by mass of solution into 100. Keep in mind that it is divided by mass of solution and not the solvent. Okay, and in this, temperature has no role to play. Okay, because temperature cannot change the mass of any substance, so it is independent of temperature. Mass percentage is independent of temperature. Also, generally we take binary solutions for such type of calculations. Okay, binary solutions means the solutions which has two components only, that is one solute and a solvent. Now let's understand how to calculate mass percentage with the help of two questions. So this is a very simple topic. Okay, and the question is also very simple. In this question, what is given? Find the mass percentage of 6 gram sodium hydroxide dissolved in 50 gram of water. So what we have been provided in this question? We have been provided the mass of the solute, which is 6 gram, and we have been provided the mass of the solvent, which is 50 gram. So now what is our first step? Our first step is to calculate the mass of the solution, and it is very easy. Mass of the solution can be calculated as mass of solute plus mass of solvent. There's an error. This is not solvent, this is solution. Okay, so what is the mass of solute? Mass of solute is 6 gram and mass of solvent is 50 gram, and when we add this we get 56 gram. Done. Now how to calculate the mass percentage of sodium hydroxide? Because in this question it is given mass percentage of 6 gram sodium hydroxide. So how to find out the mass percentage of sodium hydroxide? The mass of sodium hydroxide divided by mass of the solution into 100, that is 0.107 into 100, which is equal to 10.7%. So such type of questions are very easy, and it is very interesting also. You have to just know the mass of the solute, solvent or solution, and then just you have to divide it and multiply them with 100 and you will get the answer. It's very easy. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. So this second question is bit tricky, so concentrate. Okay, in this question we have to calculate the amount of hydrogen peroxide in grams needed to make a 6 kg 3% mass by mass H2O2 solution. So now what we have to calculate is we have to calculate the amount of the hydrogen peroxide, we have been provided with the percentage of the solution, that is we have been provided with the concentration of the solution and we know the mass of the solution. What we have to find is we have to find the mass of the solute. So now let's solve this. So given is concentration of solution, which is equal to 3%, amount of solution, that is weight of solution or mass of solution, is 6 kg, which is equal to 6000 gram. Okay, now this 3% solution means that 3 gram of H2O2 is present in 100 gram of solution. Means we are assuming that we have 100 gram of solution, and if we have 100 gram of solution, 3% means we have 3 gram of H2O2 in it. Okay, now by applying unitary method, we can see that if in 100 gram of solution we have 3 gram of H2O2, in 1 gram of solution will be having 3 by 100 gram of H2O2. So in 6000 gram of solution will have 3 by 100 into 6000 gram of H2O2, which is equal to 3 by 100 into 6000. When we cancel this, we'll get 180 gram. Now let's see the last topic of this video, that is mole fraction. So from the definition of mole fraction, we have that mole fraction is equal to number of moles of the component divided by the number of moles of the solution. Okay, so now let's assume that we have a solute X dissolved in solvent Y, and the number of the moles of X be Nx and that of Y be Ny. So the number of moles of the solute is Nx and that of solvent is Ny. So the number of the moles of the solution will be Nx plus Ny. Now to calculate the mole fraction of X, that is the solute, what we have to do is we have to divide the number of the moles of the solute with the number of the moles of the solution, that is Nx divided by Nx plus Ny. Also this mole fraction is represented by the symbol Xi. Now we can similarly calculate the mole fraction of the solvent as Ny divided by Nx plus Ny. Okay. Now a point to be kept in mind that the sum of the mole fraction of the solute and the solvent is always equal to 1. It means that the mole fraction of any component cannot be greater than 1. It is always less than 1. Now let's understand more clearly how to calculate the mole fraction with the help of a question. So in this question, calculate the mole fraction of benzene in solution containing 30% by mass in carbon tetrachloride. So here we have the solution of benzene in carbon tetrachloride whose concentration is 30%. So since we have no other information than 30% concentration, we'll assume that total mass of the solution is 100 gram. Since the total mass of the solution is 100 gram and the concentration is 30%, therefore the mass of the benzene will be equal to 30 gram. Now the mass of carbon tetrachloride is equal to 100 minus 30, which is equal to 70 gram. Now we have the mass of the solution as 100 gram, mass of benzene is 30 gram and mass of carbon tetrachloride is 70 gram. Now we have to calculate the mole fraction of benzene and carbon tetrachloride in this question. So to calculate the mole fraction, we must have the number of moles, and to calculate the number of moles we must know the molar mass. So the molar mass of benzene, that is C6H6, is equal to 6 into 12 plus 6 into 1. Because we have 6 carbon atom and 6 hydrogen atom in benzene, therefore 6 into 12 plus 6 into 1 gram per mole, which is equal to 78 gram. Now the number of moles of C6H6 will be equal to 30 divided by 78 mole, which is equal to 0.3846 mole. Now the molar mass of carbon tetrachloride, that is CCl4, is equal to 1 into 12 plus 4 into 35.5. Because in carbon tetrachloride we have 1 carbon atom and 4 chlorine atom. And you know the mass of carbon atom. Now the mass of chlorine atom is 35.5. Therefore 1 into 12 plus 4 into 35.5 is equal to 154 gram per mole. Now the number of moles of carbon tetrachloride will be equal to 70 divided by 154 mole, which is equal to 0.4545 mole. Now it's easy to calculate the mole fraction of C6H6, which is equal to 0.3846 divided by 0.3846 plus 0.4545, which is equal to 0.3846 divided by 0.803, that is 0.4789. Okay, so we have calculated the mole fraction of benzene. Now we can easily calculate the mole fraction of carbon tetrachloride by simply subtracting the mole fraction of benzene from 1, that is 1 minus 0.4789, which is equal to 0.521. Therefore we have the mole fraction of benzene as 0.4789 and that of CCl4, that is carbon tetrachloride, is equal to 0.521. So I hope you are clear with the topic of mass percentage and mole fraction. If you have any queries, comment down in the comment section below. Also I have provided the link for today's note in the description box.